All right, it's 10:30, so let's get it started. I know we're a little behind schedule, so yeah, let's just get it started. So welcome everybody to the Boundless Hackathon at Stanford. My name's JJ. I'm the senior account executive at Zebic and also at Nautilus Chain. I want to obviously thank everybody for coming in, and I want to shout out, all the companies or projects that have supported the Boundless Hackathon and made all this possible. So shout out Kuhn and the Stanford Blockchain Accelerator, Nautilus Chain, Rootz Lab, of course. So Wes and the whole team. I know EC's around here as well. And then obviously Zebic. So shout out Sam, who's probably not here. He's in Florida enjoying his birthday. So shout out him. And I'm from Zebic as well. So no, let's kind of get it started and let's get this show on the road. So the crypto community all around the world is building the foundation of the Web3 industry through constant innovation. Hackathons have emerged as a driving force for industry innovation, with numerous development teams making significant contributions each year in the Web3 world. Stanford University is renowned for its world-class computer science education and has trained a large number of talented blockchain developers. It serves as a constant source of fresh talent, continuously contributing to the Web3 industry growth in collaboration with partners such as Zebic Protocol, Nautilus Chain, Rootz Lab, and obviously the Stanford Blockchain Accelerator. We're proud to co-sponsor and support the Boundless Hackathon at Stanford. This exciting event encourages developers to create innovative projects based on blockchain infrastructure. It's one of the highest level industry events in the Web3, just world and field. Basically, after rigorous competition spanning over 10 days, we've selected the top 25 projects from basically like 300 applications. So one of the most basically supported hackathons, honestly, that I've ever kind of been a part of or just seen as a BD or a head of BD. So these projects will receive funding from the prize pool as a token of encouragement. And today we gather basically for the closing ceremony of the Boundless Hackathon at Stanford. So this hackathon has provided excellent developers with opportunities to showcase their work, their projects, receive funding, and establish potential collaborations. And, although the hackathon is coming to a close, it definitely marks the beginning for developers and new projects out there. The Stanford Blockchain Accelerator, as a long-term incubator for industry development, will continue to collaborate with quality partners to launch a series of events. And these initiatives will support outstanding developers, provide funding opportunities, and accelerate the innovation of encryption technology. So again, I want to thank everybody for coming in. We got a few speakers that'll be talking. We got Kun Peng, shout out him, he's around here, and he'll be the first one to talk. He's the founder of Stanford Blockchain Accelerator. So, everybody, shout out him, give a round of applause for the man for making it happen. Then we got Wesley, my guy. He's the founder of Rootz Labs. So right there, for those who don't know. I'll be speaking as well. Right after, we got Irene, the head of strategy at Layer Zero. We got Omar, head of business and development for ZK Sync Era. We got Mia, the head of US investment and IOBC Capital. And we got Jack, the co-founder of Aspecta. Then we take a quick lunch break to, kind of refuel, and then we get back to kind of like the project's presentations. And at the end, we'll basically decide who the 5 winners are according to like our beautiful judges here. I think we're missing quite a few, but I'm sure they'll come through. So let's give a warm welcome to Kuhn. He's the founder again of Stanford Blockchain Accelerator and providing us with this beautiful campus to make all this happen. Let's give a warm welcome again. And yeah, bro, let's get you up here. My God.
Thank you. Hi. All right. I think you guys can hear me. Okay. What? Thank you. All right. Thank you, JJ, for the intro. Actually, no, for the coffee on the floor. Don't have any slide. We'll just present. So thank you guys for coming to the hackathon, Boundless Hackathon. And my name is Kuhn Peng, and I'm the founder of Stanford Blockchain Accelerator Program, and also instructor of CE 246A Web3 Entrepreneurship course at Stanford University. Brief background of Stanford Blockchain Accelerator Program. So it's Web3 or crypto native Web3 founder community for Stanford students and Stanford alumni. We have incubated over the past year and a half since I founded like 2022, the beginning of the year, 36 startups that raised in aggregate, I think more than up to date, probably $100 million from some of the most reputable institutions in the space, like Anderson Holloway, Polychain, Bain Capital Crypto, Sequoia, Clem Perkins, Dragonfly, et cetera, et cetera. So we like to partner with high potential founders to go from 0 to 1 and help them in all the different aspects like idea validation, business model validation, design tokenomics, introduction to lawyers, go to market, and fundraising help, et cetera, et cetera. We like to help founders with high potential and high quality, but also doing startups or the ideas have potential to actually make real business impact, have real business value, and are truly leveraging the benefits of the blockchain technology. That being said, welcome to the Boundless Hackathon, and it's great to see you guys here. I'm really impressed by the quantity of developers submission to the hackathon. And given this still bear market, right? So it's quite impressive. However, I think in spite of the bear market, it's actually the great timing to build. This probably sounds like a cliche. You heard that a lot. It's a great timing to build, but actually, I truly believe it's a great time to build because there's way less noise right now. Although the funding is probably less available now, just because the quantity of capital and the liquidity is less. However, the noise is way less as well. The quality of people who stay in the industry tend to be a little bit higher also. So you wouldn't be wondering why your peers or competitors or people have similar idea raise millions of dollars with a crazily high valuation, and you're just keep building, right? So you just stop building or just keep raising with ideas that might work or might not work, and then you probably can raise, but doesn't mean your idea actually have a real business value or truly leveraging the blockchain technology. That's way less likely to happen during the bear market. So I think bear market is great to also train a great trait for a successful entrepreneur, which is tenacity and the ability to execute given scarce resources. And also just because the capital is less available, and people paying for your service is also less, and the willingness to paying is also less. So if you can, you're able to actually make revenue from people or businesses during bear market, then you actually can validate your business more. And when bull market arrives, you will be able to actually get way more customers or businesses with way more money that they're willing to pay. There's another, I would say, reason why I think building the bear market is great. So just a couple words to encourage people to build right now, which is a bear market. And also another thing I want to share with you guys, a lot of people will ask what's the value of crypto, right? So I think I have a two-side view. One more from my personal background, and then one's more from my professional educational background. My personal background is I was born in China, but raised in Argentina. So Argentina is a very interesting country where it suffers a lot of economic instability, and the financial infra is really, really unreliable. Don't quote me on that, but I think it's inflation is crazily high. It's 20% month over month or something crazy. and the currency devaluated like over 100 times, actually in a matter of 10 years or 15 years. So a lot of people will actually, you don't need to convince people what's the value of crypto, and they'll just use crypto. And actually here, you probably need to convince why crypto is useful other than speculation. But in Argentina, you don't need to. People would think just crypto or USDT or stablecoin just naturally makes sense. You can't trust the government. You can't trust central bank. You can't trust anything. So that's true for developing countries like Argentina, Venezuela, and Turkey, which have either like unstable political structure or unstable financial or economic condition. However, if you ask like what's the utility, I mean, it's obvious for those developing countries, but what about developed country, like a relatively developed country with relatively reliable financial infra like China, US, or I don't know, Singapore or Europe? Then I would say there's actually the theme of this hackathon, which is the next generation of financial infra or infra. I would say right now the infra is still pretty mature for crypto. So for Argentinians, for Venezuelans, the alternative they have is pretty poor, pretty bad. So that's why crypto, although it's very premature, pretty early, it still makes a lot of sense for them to adopt crypto. However, for Americans, Chinese, or Singaporean, Europeans, it doesn't make any sense other than buying low and selling high, just because alternative they have, financial infra they have is very mature. So I think at this stage, I think it's very important for us to build something that can help the infra to go to the next level. And infra, I think, is not only the scalability, the rollout part of the infra, but everything, all encompassing, which include a different aspect, which is like the scalability side of things, but maybe also the financial infra, right? You can make sure the on-ramp or off-ramp or getting into the crypto world or getting out of the crypto is easy or seamless. And also usability side, where it's like the user experience probably like seamless, so that eventually I think crypto, if it become a real value added technology, it should become like a utility, right? So people don't feel like they're using crypto behind the scenes, like internet or electricity. You feel like internet or electricity go out, you feel the pain immediately, but if it's on, or you don't feel anything, right? So I think crypto, once the infra become more and more mature, it will probably become more like a utility with all the evolving or fast evolving infra. Another point I want to make is I think crypto is so early stage, so it's very important like stage or the market condition. So a lot of things will work in bull market and doesn't work necessarily in the bear market. So for instance, Uniswap, they were founded like 2018 or 19. But at the beginning, they were struggling quite a bit, just as probably many of you guys are struggling right now with user data and liquidity, etc. However, when like COVID moment happened, like Fed started to print a massive amount of money, and a lot of money entered into the virtual economy, like real estate, crypto, and stock market. And then Uniswap started to get an immense amount of liquidity, and then Uniswap started to work, right? So the trading experience is much better, significantly better, and the slippage is significantly less. So I would say building the bear market help you to validate the idea more. So whenever the COVID moment happened or the inflection point happened for the next bull market, then you already validated your idea. Given the miserable or suboptimal condition we live now, then you're ready to go from like 1 to 100, where you would do like 0 to 1 during the bear market. So that's another reason I think it's right now it's a great timing to actually start building and think about the fundamentals and first principle that the blockchain technology can bring value. That's all. I just want to encourage the developer and to build and that bring real business value to the world. Yeah, so that's all. And also another thing I want to share with you guys is we're gonna do if you guys are in the Bay Area or planning to travel to the Bay Area end of August, there's a Sciences of a Blockchain conference happening. I think it's a Monday, Wednesday. I forgot the actual days, like 28th maybe to 30th. So highly encourage you guys come to the conference. It's actually a very interesting conference. We have a lot of very impressive speakers, high caliber thought leader coming. And also another thing is we actually, Stanford Blockchain Club leadership team is planning a pre-conference to the Stanford Blockchain Conference. If you're interested, you can go online and check. It's got a base, Blockchain Application Stanford Summit, BASS, the site, the Stanford EDU. So we already have a pretty impressive lineup of speakers. Like conference speakers include Dan Robinson, head of research of Paradigm, Ed Filton, chief scientist of Arbitrum, Nick White, CEO of Celestia, Sriran Cannon, founder of Eigenlayer, David Tsai, founder of Babylon and also Stanford professor, and many impressive startups from Stanford. Yeah, just want to share also that with you guys. Yeah, that's all. So welcome, definitely welcome to the hackathon, and looking forward to seeing you guys hack and impressive startups coming out of the hackathon. That being said, I will pass on the mic to the next speaker, Wesley, I think. Welcome, Wesley, to the stage. Founder of Rootz. Thank you.
All right. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. How are you doing today? Good? All right. I hope you guys are enjoying yourselves, okay? Well, my name is Wesley. Well, I'm the founder of Rootz. We're a global venture building team that helps more than a dozen blockchain companies to find consensus and build their go-to-market strategies. So about 7 months ago, right? So I've spoken with my dearest friend, the co-founder of Zebek, Sam, about the idea and the notion that to build a blockchain with modular functionalities, right? So utilizing Celestia and all of the middle layer stack. And fast forward 7 months later, we have built a layer 3 with over 500,000 active users and also over 40 million transactions. And of course, there are about 70 ecosystem projects and over 2,000 smart contracts being deployed on top of this network. So I wanted to shout out to Sam that we were right, from the get-go. And it seems like blockchain is right now adopting the modularized road moving into the future, or semi, however we like to look at it, right? So I mean, as a part of Rootz, I'm very, very excited to be announcing that we are wrapping up the 30 days global demo day event all the way from Singapore, Shanghai, Shenzhen. We have full houses all around the different cities that we have organized. And we end up here in the center of the universe, Stanford University. And I have to thank each and every single one of you guys to make this event possible. But of course, I have to also thank our dearest and closest ecosystem partners, such as Layer 0, Galaxy, ZK Sync, and also Zebek and Nautilus Foundation coming in, and a lot of folks are flying in from different regions as well. So we're super glad that there are over 170 participating projects that have registered for this event, and there will be 10 fantastic projects that will be presenting today to all of you guys, and from different niches in the landscape, right? Like you got, we have infrastructure projects, we have DeFi projects, we have NFT projects, et cetera, et cetera. And I hope you guys can learn a lot from this. And lastly, I just wanted to have you guys charge up with coffees and snacks and sit back and enjoy today's Boundless Hackathon. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Wes, for that. Yeah, no, now we got, well, myself. I got an intro basically on Nautilus chain. So obviously, we are one of the supporters for the actual, Boundless Hackathon event. So definitely wanted to give you guys kind of like a brief intro on just Nautilus itself. So Nautilus chain is kind of like how Wesley was just talking about, the first L3 modular rollup in Web3. It's implementing a modular design, leveraging, layer 0 and layer 1 infrastructure like Celestia and Eclipse. So, I mean, Neil's not here, but shout out Neil. He's the founder of Eclipse. Developers can construct efficient parallel modular rollups on this chain, basically fostering scalability and efficiency. Nautilus chain itself is a project launched by Zebic. For those of you guys that don't know, Zebic is a streaming payment protocol based on Solana, BNB, and Near. And it's currently the most pure and innovative layer 3 architecture. That's Nautilus chain. So Nautilus chain, in terms of just advantages, it offers just a wide array of them compared to other kind of like L3s and L2s in this space. It stands out by providing a modular EVM chain that features customizable capabilities for decentralized apps. And it's also set to launch in mainnet in the next coming days. So I would kind of urge you guys to follow at least Cebic_HQ or Nautilus_chain on Twitter just to check out the updates, etc. So some of the major advantages that Nautilus chain possesses include, modular seamless connection ecosystem. So Nautilus is designed for a seamless modular integration, basically with help of Eclipse. And interacts with different EVM types and connects data to ETH. The chain encapsulates consensus, computation, and storage in different layer modules, ensuring scalability and customization. So definitely, some cool stuff. Definitely go and check it out. More info on our website. I think it's notchain.xyz. So EVM compatibility. So thanks to Eclipse's modular design, Nautilus chain becomes the first parallel EVM rollup in history. So unlike layer 2s or EVM ecosystems with multi-chain features, achieving cross-chain data synchronization has been a challenge, but hindering the implementation of numerous on-chain scenarios. So Nautilus chain's technical advancements are expected to kind of set a precedent for the evolution of rollup technology. So that's the second kind of like advantage that we have. Privacy. So Nautilus chain is designed to provide privacy for payments with anti-money laundering controls, privacy protections on the chain. So from the perspective of just traditional business scenarios, privacy is, indispensable for payments. Again, Zebic kind of incubated the chain. So payments is just like a priority. And in general, we want to make sure that payments are safe, secure, and just send, very fast. So privacy features are providing a basis for streaming payments to extend to more fields and promote development of just encrypted payment tracks. So obviously we're faster. So the parallel design is bringing a faster operation speed, the Nautilus chain. And this is all basically thanks to Neil and Eclipse's tech stack, complementary with other chains. So because of Nautilus chain's modular design, we're a lightweight, high customizability chain or customizable chain that allows Nautilus chains to be basically combined with any blockchain ecosystem out there and help expand its performance and features. And then the last thing that kind of sets us apart is just the consensus module that prioritizes security and governance. So we're trying to make this blockchain just very usable in the Web 2 area. So again, for those of you guys that don't know about Zebic, we're trying to kind of get into that Web 2 space. We recently acquired a payroll company out in Cleveland, Ohio, making us kind of like one of the only just Web 3 protocols in general, or Web 3 companies to have some sort of like footprint within the Web 2 industry. And just by acquiring a payroll company, we're actually a profitable protocol versus a lot of these Web 3 protocols that just are not profitable and have a short runway. So again, Nautilus chain is going live within the next few days. Definitely keep an eye out. The streaming protocol is basically transitioning to a public chain or integrating within our own public chain. And I mean, this is a huge milestone for just field encrypted payments and just the progression of bringing real-time payments to you know, the real world. After you get paid per second and, you know, stop getting paid bi-weekly, it's dope. You can get your money out at any time. You don't gotta wait 2 weeks to get your money. That kind of sucks. I get paid per second. It's dope. So you guys won't want to get back to that. So that's pretty much it. I want to introduce Irene from the head of strategy for Layer Zero. Is Irene here? Where's Irene at? We gotta play a video first. All right, go ahead. Some technical difficulties. How many of you guys traveled from somewhere? Oh man, dead crowd, huh? All right. Flyer, what's going on? Want me to skip over?
Hi, can you guys hear me?
Jesus
After you
Christ,
send
too
me a
much.
message before all good to go. Are we good? Okay, fantastic. Hi, it's so great to speak with you all today. I'm so sad that I can't be with you in person. I'm actually calling right now from London and will be with the rest of the Layer Zero Labs team in Paris shortly if any of you are headed to HCC. Congratulations on building such fantastic projects. I had a lot of fun judging a handful of them and certainly hope that all of you, even the ones I didn't get to interact with throughout the hackathon, can reach out and share more about what you're building and how you're looking to grow the project afterwards. My name is Irene. I am head of strategy at Layer Zero Labs. Layer Zero Labs is the creator of Layer Zero, the leading omni-chain interoperability protocol, which enables communication between smart contracts on different chains. In essence, we are building TCP/IP for blockchains and are, like you guys, super heads down in the bear market building for developers. I've heard a lot of the speakers before me speak about why right now is the ideal time to be learning how to program and also shipping a bunch of projects. I certainly remember being in uni studying CS, so I dropped out about 6 weeks in to college and hacking alongside my friends. And that definitely persisted even after leaving uni. I think this is a really good time to spend diligencing different elements of the infrastructure stack. And one thing that's really true about this bear market that wasn't for the last one is the concept of interoperability. If you think back to 2019, 2018, what was revolutionary was the concept of bridging assets through wrapped asset bridges, or this concept of locking value in a smart contract and issuing a synthetic asset. We still have a lot of these bridges that exist today. However, if you look at the major reason for loss of user funds in 2022, over $2 billion lost with hacks, it was because of bridges that got hacked, smart contract bugs, namely. And so there's a better way now, and Layer Zero has been live for more than 16 months and has surpassed 30 million messages, which is the reel that you just saw. We thought it would take so much longer for this adoption and understanding of the concept of cross-chain messaging and a truly modular approach to it, one that also upholds these three core values of ours. These three principles are: one, permissionlessness; two, immutability; and three, censorship resistance. And that's what informs the architecture of our protocol and how I and the rest of our founding team feel strongly about selecting infrastructure for your projects. Right now, more than ever, there's regulatory scrutiny around how technology should be used to be compliant. If you build technology in a way that can be mutated or perverted to comply with changing regulations, you will have to change your technology to fit that. However, if you don't, if you build primitives that are immutable, can't ever be altered, and are, for example, truly censorship resistant, or cannot shut down if the founding company gets arrested or disappears, you have built a true evergreen primitive, a real protocol. And so for us at layer 0, when we were building this base layer, one layer below bridges, something you could use, sure, to build bridges, but also for any kind of arbitrary contract invocation. That could be a game that's built on multiple chains and wants to enable a user to commit an action in an Avalanche subnet and have that trigger message from that subnet to Ethereum where their Twitter PFP lives. And that message retains the metadata of the PFP, and Twitter recalls the mutated metadata, and suddenly a user has killed a boss in a game and their NFT has a crown. That kind of gameplay that's possible with interoperability and with general message passing built by layer 0. Even more important though, is how the architecture is designed to evolve with time, evolve with different regulatory environments, but also different research practices. When you're choosing your infrastructure stack, you need to be thinking about protecting your users and protecting the agency that you and your DAO and the governance have over the security layer over the decentralization of this particular part of your infrastructure stack. And that scrutiny is incredibly important, in the bear market affords you at that time. I think the last few things I'll say for you all is we often talk about different chains like tribes that we're a part of, and that community aspect is really important. I've had the privilege of getting to know so many of the foundations and labs teams that are rolling out new ZK rollups, app chains, layer 2 scaling solutions, alt L1s. I believe right after me, our dear friend Marco from ZK Sync will be speaking, and that's another great example of a new chain that is launched that has really changed the game. I urge you all as developers to not approach chains as silos, and I know that these foundation teams agree. Think of these different chains as different tools that you have, or programming languages to create the ideal user experience. If you were a Web 2 dev and you wanted to solve a problem, let's say this problem is you train a lot, you're an athlete, all of your friends are too, and you want the ability to socialize and share your workouts. And I guess I'm alluding to an app that already exists called Strava. The solution here would be the social consumer app that has integrations with some other health and fitness wearables that you use, and tracks your miles. Then you ask yourself, okay, how do I build that? You have all these back-end programming languages, all these front-end programming languages, different automation tools, you have design tools, and SecOps tools as well. And with all of that, you can construct this ideal user experience. As a developer myself, I think of it the same way with chains. You have Ethereum, which has an enormous amount of liquidity and also inherent security there. You have layer 2 scaling solutions, which offer speed and also liquidity and many other different unique features. Then you have some of the new ZK chains, and these may be ideal for accounting and settlement. And then you also have app chains, which can offer your protocol the chance to have sovereignty over a particular chain and avoid gas congestion, which could be really useful if you're building a game, for example. With layer 0 under the hood, you can leverage the strength of all of these different chains and drive value, or users can drive value back to their, let's say, home communities. But even further than that, you can abstract away the complexity of multiple chains. So let's say in one click, a user is actually interacting with 5 different chains that would usually need 5 different gas tokens. With layer 0, that collapses into one click and one gas token, which would be your native source gas token. And you can even design your front end so that it's simply a game. It's not a blockchain-based game. It's not a Polygon-based game. It's just a game. Or it's just a lending and borrowing protocol, but you lend on one chain and you borrow on 2 others or 3 others. So there's so much potential for what you can do with this new era of interoperability. If any of you are looking to spin off your projects or just continue joining different hackathons and want to learn how to build with layer 0, please reach out. I'm always reachable via Twitter and also Telegram. I spend a lot of time in the Bay Area and love being on Stanford's campus. If I'm visiting, you'll find me sitting at the Coupa Cafe outside of the Green Library. That's where I get my sunshine, and also where I meet awesome developers like yourselves. And yeah, I want to give a major hats off to the students and the organizers who put this together. It's events like this that make me excited and motivated to continue shipping tools that make it easier for developers to build cross-chain. Keep an eye out for what's coming out from Layer Zero Labs. Our official Twitter handle is the best source for new product launches and information about how to get involved. And like I said, I'll also be in Paris all throughout July. You can find me at Stable Summit, DeFi Security Summit, HCC, and SheepBuy. If you see me, stop me, say hi. Thank you again, and it's such an honor to get to judge your projects. Nice meeting you all.
You were clap for Irene on that. That was great. We go into the video. All right, let's see what's cracking. Is it the video? That's probably I got you. All right, we'll shout out Irene for, for that speech, and shout out Layer Zero for obviously making an appearance and her for judging the project. So now we go to Omar. He's the head of business development and partnerships at ZK Sync. So is he here? Where's Omar at? Huh? What'd you say? Video. All right, video. Let's see what he's talking about.
Hi there, hackers. How's it going? This is Omar from ZK Sync. We just released our ZK Stack earlier this week. You should also go check it out. It's an open source framework that we'll be releasing. Essentially allows anyone to build some ZK rollup, chain layer 3 or layer 2. And with us being the only EVM compatible rollup that supports native account abstraction, it's the only place to build the next generation of apps. So looking forward to see you there on Ethereum mainnet and ZK Sync Area mainnet. Best of luck. Seeing some very cool ideas coming out of this hackathon. Wishing you all the best.
My guy. No, shout out Omar. Short and straight to the point. Now we go ahead and we got Mia. She is the head of US investment in IOBC. Mia's live in the flesh. Shout out, give her a warm applause.
Hey everyone, my name is Meng Fan. My English name is Mia. I'm the head of investment at IOBC Capital. So first, the introduction of myself. Then I entered the crypto world in the end of 2016, and I was the VP of media at North American Blockchain Association. Then in 2017, the bull market, and I founded my own bilingual blockchain media platform called Blocktrain in Silicon Valley, and we hosted several conferences at that time. And then in 2020, DeFi summer, I got a chance to work for SushiSwap for a little bit and to help them develop their Asia community. And then in 2021, then I joined the Celo, which is a layer 1 network. And I'm the head of APAC and at Celo. Then last year, I worked at Coinbase as the BD ecosystem and community manager. And then I joined the IOBC, so it was quite a journey, and especially then I went through the last bull market and bear market, so I'm pretty prepared for this bear market. And introduction of IOBC Capital. So we're global based and has a diverse team based in Singapore and also Europe and US. So with some portfolio, actually Layer Zero is one of our portfolio. Say Network is our portfolio. We also invest in a few ventures in Europe, such as Fabric and the other ventures. So we are focused on infrastructure and DeFi and some middleware investment. So we're looking forward to the companies who will pitch this afternoon. And I will be the judge and of two of the projects as well. I want to mention that I really believe in developers, and I think they are the essential part of the whole crypto ecosystem. Without them to build like new innovative application, I don't think that our industry can move forward. So I always have huge respect to them. And also my own background is in engineering, so I have like a connection with them and want to help the developers and to survive in the bear market. And if you have some good projects and you want to pitch to me, please feel free to share your deck with my email address. My email address is very easy to remember, Mengfan, my name, at lbc.capital. And another quick announcement, we're hiring and based in Silicon Valley. So if you are based here and you're good at research and want to join the like Web3 venture, please reach out to me. And same, reach out to me at my email address, mengfan@lbc.capital. And thank you, everyone. And at the last, I want to thanks for all the hosts and co-hosts and my friend, Wesley, and for inviting me to this great event. Thank you.
Thank you, Mia, for that. Now I think we got the last one before lunch. We got Jack. He's the co-founder of Aspecta. So, Jack, you here? My guy. Yeah. Go crazy for Jack.
So, hello everyone. My name is Jack. I'm the co-founder of Aspecta. So, first I want to thank you for all the co-hosts, all the partners for this amazing events for the past 30 days. So, let me first do a little bit introduction about Aspecta. So, Aspecta is an AI-powered digital identity protocols where we help innovators to generate, store, and utilize credential data with our self-oriented Aspecta ID based on the insights of your Web2 and Web3 footprints. We build this interactive identity ecosystem, emphasize interoperability, user experiences, data ownership, starting from developers and go beyond. So let me illustrate Aspecta's concept like this. So when for developers right now, when you connect your like social account like GitHub or Stack Overflow, Twitter to Aspecta, we use large language model and graph learning to help you demonstrate what kind of skill, these credentials do you have based on all your contributions on web and on chain. So you will have this identity profile to demonstrate your impact. And also Aspecta ID can be utilized as a data center for you to connect your data points in different events. For example, Aspecta ID has integrated into this Boundless Hackathon, which means all the participants will have this proof of attendance, proof of winning. This kind of data point will be recorded to your Aspecta ID. And of course, they could use their Aspecta ID to explore opportunities across Web2 and Web3. Aspecta has been integrated into different hackathons on course providers. More importantly, right now, we are providing this developer ecosystem and services for different layer 1, layer 2 developer-focused community. For example, different layer 1s, Mentor, Shardem, etc. And we are working with like different developer-focused communities to build the identity infrastructure for developers. For example, Gitcoin, Chainlink, etc. So basically, we use this like identity infrastructure for them to vitalize and grow their developer community in a like data-driven and intelligent way. For example, we will have this builder state hacker directory thing for them. So they will understand how many developers are building in their ecosystem, what are skills, what's the engagement rate, whether they are legit developers in the ecosystem. So they can design this customized, incentivized plan to incentivize these developers. So yeah, so Aspecta right now, we are pretty much focused on developers. So you can say we are, like as mentioned, work with this developer-focused communities, ecosystem project around the world. I think the next big thing we are working on right now is the ECC builder state thing. So we co-host this. We work with more than 20 plus developer-focused communities project to have this ECC builder state. Basically, we aim to onboard all the developers go to ECC, especially for those core developers in the Ethereum ecosystem, for them to collaborate, interact with each other based on Aspecta ID during ECC. I think the major announcement will come next week. So if you guys are interested in like empowering developers in whatever means, we are always welcome to work with you. And if your project, your venture is also interested in building this like identity ecosystem in any ways, because we are very close like collaborators with like different DID project like the Galaxy. We are also very welcome to connect us. So I think at last but not the least, I think this Boundless Hackathon is just the beginning of our long-term collaboration with all the hosts, co-hosts, and partners. We aim to impart developers around the world. We aim to expand our AI-powered, data-driven identity ecosystem for developers for them to grow their own impact and also collaborate with each other. We always believe that developers will be the core and the foundation of the Web3 ecosystem. So thank you so much for attending this events, and I wish you all the best during the rest of the day and also for the journey ahead. Thank you so much.
My guy, Jack, thank you for that. I really appreciate it. All right, so I think that's pretty much it for the first half of the hackathon. So what we'll do is we'll take I don't even know what time it is. It's 11:15, so I guess we'll take lunch now. And then we'll come back at like 12:15, and then we'll get to the projects presenting and figure out who the top 5 winners are. So yeah, I mean, shout out everybody. Go get some food, guys. I'll see y'all back at, wait, hold up. Don't go nowhere.
So we'll be having food on the courtroom at 11:30 a.m. So that's roughly 15 minutes away from now. For the time being, I would like to invite all of you guys to maybe enjoy some coffee, drink some water, and socialize for a bit while we're setting it up. Okay? Thank you, guys.
All right, guys.
Thank you guys for helping me out. You guys are dope.